can we do quick review? So what are our four main pillars and what is the order of them? Who remember? First one, first color, oh, red. The one who to the east, and what it do, the red? What's the function? What's the function of red? Initiate. Create the experience. And the next one in time, white. And what's the function of white? What they do? Refine, yes. Spirit the experience and give it life and earth and breath and start to grow, start to be refined. And then what comes? The blue. And the blue, what they do for the experience? Transform. They take it one level up. It's like a mutation. It's like when the cocoon becomes a butterfly. It transforms and it's painful. The blue can bring some little pain, the pain of transformation, when the cocoon wants to push out to become a butterfly. So they are transformers and healers. They look to the west and their element is water. And then next, what comes? Yellow. And the yellow, what are they? What they do for the experience? Last stage. The fruits, the ripeners, the ones who ripen the experience. It's like they bring the last piece of the experience, the flowering of the experience, the fruiting of the experience, and it's connected to earth, which is our purpose, is here, to flower this planet. Okay, and this is the bigger layer of the four pillars. What is the next layer of experience? Coming from which direction? Coming from where? What's the source of the next layer? The sun. Yes. So how many archetypes come from the sun? How many? 20 seal, and they have order. They start with the red dragon and they end with the yellow sun, from 1 to 20. And okay. And each one, each seal has three key elements. Yes, action, essence, and power. These are your kind of pillars, the three pillars of each of these seals. And now we meditated on our powers only. We didn't meditate on our essence. We didn't meditate on our action, what the action that we need to do, or the essence where we are from. We meditated on our powers. We like kind of brought more of our powers so we can receive this. Now, what's happening? By the way, how was the meditation? Was lightful a little bit? I felt better after meditation, huh? I don't know about you, maybe. Yeah, it's a little bit, okay. And the last layer that we talked a little about yesterday, we didn't go into details, was the layer coming from which direction? From which element? The moon. And the moon, what is bringing? The tones. The 13 tones. And this 13 tones is a journey of 13 days. And this journey has a purpose and has a challenge and has a service to give through these 13 days. Okay? So, in which wave we are? Anybody knows nowadays? In the yellow sun. And today, which day in this wave?
Last day.
The 13th, the last day. So today we are exiting and tomorrow we are starting a new wave, which is a very important day to start.
This is what I was asking yesterday and I didn't understand it right.
Yes.
That we are now finishing the 20 series. With the yellow sun it ends and then we start the...
No, we are finishing the 13 days. We are on this layer. The 20 seals, they don't... you mean because we are in the yellow sun? No, not like this. It's not after yellow sun. It's not red dragon wave.
It's not?
No, after yellow sun wave comes the red skywalker. So from 20 we go to 13. Why? Because yellow sun starts the wave, and then we keep the dream spell keep going. Doesn't stop until 1, 2, 3, 4, 13 days. Then red skywalker. You got it? This we will explain now in the Tzolk'in.
Okay. So after the red skywalker will be like 13.
It will continue.
It will continue, and the
but
13 after will be the next.
exactly.
Okay.
You got it, Justina? This is important. I want you to get it before we continue.
Yes.
So the wave spell, this one, when the magnetic tone comes in any of these 20, the calendar is moving, we're in a calendar, and the magnetic tone when it comes in one of these 20, it came last time in the yellow sun. Stop, hold. This, the one that magnetic tone come, the seal will rule our planet for 13 days. The seals will continue. Next day will not be yellow sun, will be red dragon, but this red dragon will be under the ruler of the yellow sun. A good example we talked yesterday at night. This example, I want you to remember, this example will make it all clear for you. So we talked like the day, our day is like a series, okay? The name of the series, the big name of the series, is the wave spell. So what is the name of our series now? Yellow Sun. This is the name. You go onto Netflix, you write Yellow Sun. Now, this series is how many episodes?
13 episodes.
13 episodes. So we have 13 episodes. Each episode has a name. You know, in Netflix sometimes there is series. The series has a big name, but the episode also inside has magnetic, lunar, data, electric. So each episode has a name, which means each episode has a story by itself, okay? And inside this episode, there is a main character today. We will talk about this character. And this character, main character, is one of these seals. So the name of the series is one of these seals, and inside the 13, also one of them is talking about.
And
So they are experiencing each other over each other, kind of. It's like the yellow sun thinks about, okay, I want to be a yellow sun, but in the form of red dragon. Something like this. I want to be yellow sun, and I want to experience myself as yellow sun in a red dragon shape. It can be like this. There is this layering, and this we call in physics, in quantum physics, we call fractals. Do you know about fractals a little bit? You know what's the fractals? You know holographic realities, Sarah?
When you take an ayahuasca mushroom forever and you close your eyes and you see all those incredible patterns.
Yes.
those
Yeah,
are fractals of the
Yeah.
universe.
You know when you zoom in and you see something that is the same in the zoom out, but you zoom in more, you see like you zoom in and you zoom in and you zoom in, and you keep seeing fractals
it's,
and
it's not
fractals.
just the layers, it's like the pieces that form
There
these
are great
patterns.
Yes, the pieces that form its pattern, and when you zoom them in, you see that the pattern inside what you zoom in is similar to the big pattern, and you zoom more in, and so it's like reality, life is like a group of fractals, layers upon layers upon layers, and they are giving to each other, and they infinity. There is no end. You can keep doing. I can keep now telling you about this series, layers upon layers upon layers. Still, I'm giving you the big picture, like name of series, 13 episodes, and every day is each episode is there's one hero, one role, one big role in the episode.
But the episodes are the tones?
The episodes are the tones.
Okay.
Yes. So they are bringing the purpose of the series through episodes. It's not through one episode, through 13.
Every 13.
Yeah, 13 episodes. We are now finishing the series, the whole series of the wave spell. Today we are the last episode, 13 episode, and it happens to be in which role?
Human.
Yes, exactly. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. So we are in the human. We're in number 12 here, huh? We're in the human, and he's the hero of today, but he's serving the episode, the series, which is the yellow sun. He's working for the yellow sun. Still, this is human. So now we have a new layer for you, for all of you. So Noah, you are a white wind, but which tone? In which episode you were born?
Solar.
Solar. Okay. In which wave you were born now? Because you are working for this wave, and there is now a new layer of knowledge about yourself, because you're all your life you're a solar wind working for a wave. Let's take for example your chart and see what is your wave, and see for each one, because I will tell you why it's important.
77,
yes
24/7.
1977, 24 of July. Okay, so this is what when you look to your application, guys, you find white solar wind and the poem. The poem we will talk about later. Okay, so let's go now. There is something called wave spell in the application. Wave spell. This is the wave spell. Okay, and she was born on which tune? Solar. Solar is number 9. So she was born here. And it happens to be the role of this day. The role of this day. It's not the story. It's not the name of the series. The role of this day is happen to be white wind. So she's a white solar wind. But she's working into who? Into the name of the series, which is here in the magnetic. The magnetic tune decides the name. And it's the whole story about this wave spell.
It's the wizard, no? Because I had my galactic birthday, and it was in the...
And it's in the wizard.
Okay.
It's something like this, guys. If anybody see it, it's very important to see. So she was born here, and it was white wind, this role, but the name of the wave spell was a wizard. So Noah now is no longer called white solar wind only. She's a white solar wind of the wizard. This is really your signature. Now you can tell you, it's, you know, but people doesn't know this because they are not studying, but it's very important to know of who you are. Mizu, you was telling me all the time, like you are the Red Skywalker of the Blue Hand. This is what she was telling you. You are only Red Skywalker. You are the Skywalker of the Blue Hand because there is a Skywalker of something else. Let's take. You're a Skywalker of who?
First to the first, 64. I can't remember.
Okay.
1164.
1-1. That's amazing, huh?
No?
First of January?
1-1.
In the
First to the first.
First of the first.
in the first minute of the first of the first, no?
You was expecting something normal?
1st January. Yes. 1-1. So
Between the years.
So she was born on the cosmic, which is which tune? The last tune, like today. She was born on a tune like today, and it happened to be the wave of the dragon, which is the first wave, by the
Yeah,
way.
that's it. I knew the dragon was there.
Yes.
In it.
So she serves the dragon. She called Cosmic Skywalker of the Dragon.
Learn this.
Yes.
Well, I did know I was. I said dragon, and then you said, and then I'm not. I can't remember.
You work.
You needed to confirm it.
Yes, you work like kind of. You work as a Skywalker to bring the dragon.
Space dragon.
The dragon story, to bring the dragon prophecy, which is to nurture our being, to bring birth to our
and there's
planet.
the dragon lines, the ley lines.
And
the
you
DNA.
said it. You said it when I told you let's do meditation. You said I am the dragon,
Yeah, it's a cosmic space dragon.
the space dragon. Okay, and
So,
now there is one case. It's very interesting. Yes, ask me.
So let's say the white solar wind, when it's in the Tolkien, it will always be under the wave spell of the wizard.
The solar wind
The solar wind.
is always,
Always.
under the wizard.
Okay.
It's a fixed location.
Yeah.
Now we will see in the Tolkien. There is one case that I want to ask you about, and you tell me. Justina, what is your sign, Justina?
Blue eagle.
Magnetic?
Yeah.
Blue magnetic eagle. So, what is blue magnetic eagle of what? Blue magnetic eagle. Magnetic is which tune? Which tune magnetic? Is number 1, I told you. Magnetic you have
okay.
to know by heart.
Okay.
Magnetic tune is number 1. It's very
Okay.
important. It decides what wave spell we are. Only remember for now magnetic. Magnetic is very important. Tomorrow will be magnetic. It will decide the 13 days journey, and we will talk about it because we want to attune to this. So I hope we will have time for this. So she's a magnetic, blue magnetic eagle, which means in which waves she is? Huh? She's a magnetic eagle. In which wave? She come in the Zolkin in the magnetic eagle. This
The eagle.
of herself.
Of herself.
So
the first one is always the
So it's double power.
the wave.
exactly, it is double power. So which means Justina work for herself. Okay, it's very important. She's in a magnetic eagle, which means she works for herself. She's in the day of the eagle, and the magnetic eagle was born, which means she's the number one. There is no before.
Yeah.
Only you go to the magnetic if you were born any day after the magnetic. You go to know which wave spell I am in.
So
You
since
warrior. يلا سريعا. Which date, please? 1980.
31st, 1980.
31st
31st of October.
October.
Oh, Halloween, baby.
Halloween.
Little witch.
Yay!
70.
Of course, the
There is
connection is
secret.
open.
31 of October 80. Warrior.
Open that, please.
Okay, so warrior, you were born on the 7th tune, which is resonant tune, and it happened to be the role of the warrior. We go back, and you're working for the dog, the white dog, the love. You are the warrior of love, literally.
Yeah,
You are
that
the
makes sense.
warrior,
That makes sense.
warrior of dog, and dog is heart, loyalty, love. These are the three words. So you are the warrior of love. It makes me goosebumps.
It makes sense.
Aboud, you were born in the lunar tune, which is أعطيني التاريخ كمان مرة 81
1982.
82 عفوا 19 of March.
Tariq,
Fourth.
can you say to me how to say it? So yellow.
I am the yellow resonant warrior of the dog, of the white dog,
White dog.
of the white dog. بس زيدي على resonant warrior white dog. You will see it in the app. 12 of March 82.
4 مارس.
عفوا 4 مارس سألتك كذا مرة. Okay, so you are in a lunar tune. One day after the wave, which is the seed. You are the red serpent, red lunar serpent of the seed. So you are kind of the serpent of flowering, of awareness. You serve flowering and awareness. You are the challenge of this wave. We will talk about the qualities of each episode, so you can talk to. And last one, my dearest Benta.
10th January
Yes,
1951.
1951. 10th of January. Red solar earth. Yes, red solar earth of the red moon. Red moon is the universal water, is the emotional, so you, the purity, the one who brings purity. So you are the red earth of the moon. The red earth of the red moon. Red solar earth of the red moon. Okay, so now it's clear this layer, so you can read more about yourself. Your wave talks more about you. So if you understand which wave you are born, you will know more about your mission and your purpose in life. Your challenge, you will know more about your challenge. You will know more about your service. Even you, like it's for you. Just the eagle is doubled. That's why in your poem, I am guided by my own power doubled. When you read your poem, it's coming from this because you were born on a magnetic day. Not only those who were born on a magnetic day, they are guided by their own power doubled, by the way, but this details we will talk about later. So anybody has a question or we keep going? So I want you guys, we will not have opportunity to study the wave spell because I have many things to share, but I want you to dig a little bit in the wave spell, these 13 days. And how we will do this, I decided that we don't have time to do it in here and it will be so much information. We will do it starting tomorrow. Starting tomorrow, we have the opportunity of starting a new wave spell, which is, we'll start in the red Skywalker. And tomorrow, the first day, the magnetic day of the wave, is the day of what? What it puts. The purpose,
Purpose.
not the seed. Let's not consume seed, because seed, there is something called the seed. There is yellow seed. So not to confuse the word. It's the purpose of the 13 days. So tomorrow, the energy of the day tomorrow will tell us what is our purpose for 13 days. It will be very clear only tomorrow. It will be in the air, very clear what is our purpose for 13 days. The day after, it will step one step back in the background. It will be one step fractal back. So you need to zoom in to catch it. The next day and the next day and the next day and the next. So tomorrow is the opportunity to take a grasp and save it in our mind. This is our purpose. And the day after will be, we will keep going, but this will be in our background. What happened on this day we will keep working for 13 days. And we will keep telling each other each day how is we are serving our purpose, what is the challenging of our purpose, and how we work with this purpose of tomorrow. So this is how we will learn about wave spell. And we will start to go one day by one day, because each episode from the wave spell has each tune, يعني, let's talk the language of the law of time now. Each tune of the wave spell has tune, has kind of the tune of the day, has a sound that we need to tune in to each day in the wave spell. The tune of tomorrow to connect to the purpose tomorrow. I will tell you about the tune of after tomorrow when it comes. And this is how we will learn. The tune of after tomorrow, the second day, always is the challenge. It's called lunar. It's what challenge the wave. Yani, in our journey in these 13 days, what will be our challenge? So second day will give us a glimpse, a tune. What will be our challenge in the 13 days coming? It's no longer 13, it's the 12 days, because we are in the second. So the second day will tell us the tune, the frequency, the feeling. We tune into the challenge. So second day usually is a challenging day. Usually. Because we all experience challenge in the second day. It's very important to know.
And this challenge will go on throughout.
And this challenge will be in the
background.
In the background. It will present itself.
Okay.
Guys, I'm the challenge for the 13 days.
Okay.
Day number 3, it will step back. Something else will come. Day number 3, the service. What we need to give in these 13 days, so we can be tuned with the Red Skywalker of day number 1. What is the service? It's all for the purpose. Remember, it's all for the same thing in the beginning, which is the purpose of the wave spell. And then the service will step back and will come something else, and we will go through this journey. The first 3 days of the wave spell is very important. Actually, the first 4 days is very important, because they give you a glimpse of the journey. What is it? And then you go through the journey into more details and more work and more. You listen more. We go in the spiral up after.
So the first day is the purpose, the second is the kind of
Challenge.
and the third is the service.
The service.
What
The
is
fourth.
The service.
The service is what requested from you to give in these days, in this wave.
And what
How
is
to
the
work,
purpose?
how to give it, how to
How to resonate to what is
how to
going
bring,
down.
because each wave spell has a purpose, and at the same time has service to give to this planet, has something to bring out. So the third day give you a glimpse. What is this service exactly?
And you said that the 4 days are important. So
The fourth day is called, you identify the form. The form is usually the form, this form, the human form, the form, like what you start to measure. You go practical now. Now time to work.
to work.
Yeah, now you start the work. You know the purpose, you know the challenge, you know the service. Now you bring all this knowledge from your mind and you put it on the ground and you start to measure and work with it. And here we start the work.
To create
Yes.
a form.
Is to create a form, yes, to create reality. يعني.
Initiative. Initiative.
Yes, to create reality. Okay, now how we can know the challenge of second day? So, if the first day was Red Skywalker, the day after will be lunar something. Yes? It will not be Skywalker. Skywalker will be the purpose. It will step in the background. That will dominate. It will be the story. I am the Red Skywalker for 13 days, telling you what to do. You work for me. All of you for 13 days, you work for me. Second day comes someone else. let's see who comes. Comes the yalla wizard. So the challenge will be the wizard, because the wizard come in the lunar tune. So the challenge will be the wizard. The challenge for us will be receptivity. We will talk about it. To live in the moment and receive, to make magic. This will be our challenge in these 13 days. And this is how you know the challenge. You know the challenge from the seals. The tune tell you today is the tune of challenge. But what is the challenge practically? Give me knowledge. Tell me what is the challenge. The sun will tell you what's the challenge through the day. You got it? First day, the Skywalker. Second day is the wizard. And second day we said it's the challenge. So the wizard is the challenge. This is how you know. For example, Abdullah were born on the second day, on the lunar day. Lunar is the second day. Yes? He's the challenge of the yellow seed. Because he was born in the magnetic of the seed. He's a serpent, was born in the seed. So he's the challenge of the wave spell of the seed. He is the challenge. So usually he's always challenging this wave. Always. He's bringing the challenge quality for the seed. Whenever you see a wave spell seed, the seed saying, my challenge is the red serpent. Okay? It is different than the eagle challenge. This is something more, another layer. Okay? So, let's go to the Tzolk'in. Before I go to the Tzolk'in, any question? Is it confusing or it's clear?
Very clear.
Very clear?
Very clear.
Yeah, thank you. I'm happy to hear.
I think I'm trying to form this question about the tones.
Yes.
So, because the tones, they bring something else besides the like, okay, so the lunar, let's
Yes.
say, it brings also the qualities, no? Not
Yes.
just the challenge, it brings certain qualities, no?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes. So, okay, good question. Now, I wanted to pass this, but since you asked it, you see that every seal from the sun has action, power, essence. Like all of you has action, power, essence. The tunes also that come from the moon has action, power, essence. Also have three main words.
Okay.
So the magnetic tune has the power of unify. It unifies us. She's the one who invited for this workshop and make it happen. She unify us. Huh? Action of attracting. She attracts. The magnetic tune attracts everybody to know the purpose. Come, I have a purpose. Come everybody, unify for my purpose. This is the magnetic tune. Huh? For example, solar tune. Solar tune, it's hard. Jump, lunar tune.
Looney Tunes.
Lunar tune, polarize, stabilize, challenge. These are their three key words. Polarize. You there, I am here. Let's look into each other and I will challenge you and show you through this pulling up what is challenging for you, why you are challenged. So he one step back. That's why he's a challenge. He's a polarize. Stabilize. Can you stabilize yourself in front of this challenge? I am polarizing myself. I am pulling myself. I'm not on your side anymore. I am in front of you. I'm challenging you. Can you, in this challenge that I'm creating, stay stabilized, grounded? So the second word is stabilized. The third word is challenge, which is the essence of what he's doing. You can understand now the tunes. This is how you understand the tunes. This is the tunes layer. It's different from the seeds layer. I have to repeat this, not to mix them. Huh? But they are together. And together, they create a poem. This is the poem that you find on the application when you open and you find your tune. It has a mathematical, it's not just a poem, huh? It has the mathematical something like calculation, okay? And this mathematical calculation, the mind used to do, and this mathematical calculation is your story, kind of, or the story of the day, Your story is your story all your life. The story of the day is only for today, okay? So this poem is a mixture of the tune and the seal, of the sun and the moon. Together, they create a story. So let's take one story of. I want to take like for example my one. I was born on the resonant tune. Okay, so I take the 3 words, and I was born in the Red Skywalker, so I take the 3 words of Red Skywalker. The wave spell is not included in the story, in the poem. Only the wave spell is not included, but the tune, the poem is a matter of a tune and seal. So I channel, which is my power, I channel in order to explore. So one word from the tune, one word from the seal. Okay, it's clear?
Yeah.
I channel in order to explore, which is the power or the action of the Skywalker. Inspiring wakefulness. Inspiring is my action, wakefulness is my essence.
Okay.
Action, essence. Inspiring wakefulness from the tune to the seal.
Okay.
I seal the output. This is something advanced. Why we said the word output? It's in the time cells we didn't talk about. I seal the output of space. Our power. This is the sentence number 3. Sentence number 4. I with the resonation tune, which is the name of my tune. Now back to the moon. Of attunement. This is the name of my tune. I am guided by the power of. Then there is the guide for me, which is a calculation that happens here. Let's not go there, just know it by heart. I am guided by the power of life force. I am guided by the serpent. Through some calculation we will talk about. And that's it. If you were born on a galactic activation portal, there will be 6th sentence which say, I am a galactic activation portal, enter me. So this poem is the story of your life. This poem includes everything. And it's mystic. You will not just read it and wow, now I understand everything. You will every day experience it different. And there's something very important. I want to pause here and go back to it. This poem, these powers and action and all these keynotes that I'm creating, okay, and we are putting together and making stories and layers of understanding of the energetics and the codes of the day. In the end, something we talked about yesterday. In the end, they are your material, this poem or this series, they are your material to create what? To create time. And to create your art. So, the law of time now, there is update for what we said yesterday. The law of time, time is art. Energy moving into time is equals art. You remember this? So, where are you? Yes. Energy as a function of time equals art. The new update now, it's your art. And this is very important. You will understand this poem different than me, and you will understand it today different than tomorrow. And this is the beauty of a creation. It's not stuck. It's art. It's abstractual. It's changing. And maybe today will connect you to the 7th day, and they will connect together. It's your art. So there is nothing wrong and right of you understanding your poem or understanding the energy of today. As long as it's bringing you aha and synchronicity, this is your what we called it mark. This is your sign that you are correct. You are on the right. You're creating the right art. But there is no logic. There is no but wait, no, this. As long as it's resonating and creating synchronicity is your life, this is your signs to say, check, yes, I'm creating my art. Other than this, there is no one to tell you this is wrong or right. It's your art. Time is art. It's your art. You create your stories. Very, 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 very important. Very important. You create your story. But you don't create from scratch. You create from, there is material for you. Take, this is the manual. This is your poem. Your poem is your manual. And now go and live and see how your manual is being reflected and mirrored from life to you. This is all thing. You need to approve. Yes, no. This is not part of my, this is me. This synchronicity is not really my kind of cup of tea. This synchronicity is me, and you keep following them, and then you save them as information, and then you create time in your mind. Huh? Happened to me today like this. I talk about Justina, she come from my back. The eagle come from behind me. What's the eagle trying to tell me? Vision, stay on the vision, Tariq. But she's transformer. Okay, she's blue. She's transformer. You see? I have the right to create anything I want. But I'm using the Maya language. I'm using law of time language through colors, through my understanding, through the keynotes. I'm creating the story. And we will do this exercise. I was thinking to do a third-day workshop, not workshop, just anywhere. We sit and we exercise. I have an exercise I want to do with you, which is the exercise is everybody create a story. And you will see how, by the way, they are doing a lot of things. People, communities, maybe Sarah knows, there is a game, it's called Telectonon. They go far with it. There is a lot of telepathy happens when we start to create these stories together, because there is powers holding this structure. In the end, this all times art function is a mathematical function, is a mathematical matrix we are living in, but it's one, and we are all playing in it, swimming in it. When we start to create story, we in the end meet, and our story interact, and we start to relate to each other, and we start to wow, and you start to get involved with each other. You will not stay alone in your story. Your story is your story, but you will sync with people, and then we'll start to wow, this happened yesterday, and it can get bigger and bigger and bigger. Depends when we stop or if we keep going. So we're planning to do like this kind of exercise. We will go through. So the Tzolk'in. Any question for the Tzolk'in? Everything is clear, guys?
No, it's
Please.
not clear.
Not clear? What is not clear? Please tell me.
No, everything is clear and everything is not clear because it's so much.
A lot of information?
But that's why I put it here, because then I can go back.
Okay, cool.
It's a
But
lot.
also you can watch the video later. There is all the info. You can take notes.
And the next 13 days are experiential, so
Yeah.
as the days unfold, you'll start to understand the influence.
Yeah, true. Question someone wanted to ask.
I wanted to ask about the poem. So the
Poem.
poem you get when you find your sign, this is not all of it. It's missing the part from the wave spell.
No, the poem is the poem. The rule to make a poem for yourself is as it is you see it. It's full, it's complete. But it's not everything. If you want to know more about yourself, go and see which you're working for, which you have spelled. But it's not part of the poem. It's part of digging. Now you take the poem and apply it. I channel in order to explore. Okay, I channel in order to explore for the blue hand. The blue hand is healing. So for sure I explore something to bring healing. I take the poem and apply it. This is I'm giving you like one step further for you to dig in your poem more.
Yes.
To take your poem and play with it and go with it and see where to apply it. There is many layers I can give you, but now the most important is the wave spell. Which wave spell you work. It's powerful. So the Tzolk'in. So guys, 13 tune from the moon, 20 seal from the sun, 13 multiplied by 20, how much?
260.
260. So the calendar of the Maya law of time is 260 days, which means 13 tune multiplied by 20 seal. Each seal has the right to be alive and rule for 13 days. Each seal. That's why this calendar is the calendar of peace. Everybody is equal. The calendar of harmony. There is no archetype above the other. There is no power above the other. We are all equal. My Red Skywalker has 13 days and everybody needs to listen for 13 days. So the warrior, so the serpent. We all serve equally for 13 days. So this is the frequency that means to be transmitted for us. It's called 1320 frequency. This is the frequency that the gods are sending. This is the original, natural, organic frequency that is being sent to us. This is the natural cycle. We need to tune to the 1320, and this is our doorway for the 1320. It's called Tzolk'in. 260 days that makes peace. The result of this 200, this is a magical, there is a lot of information from here, okay? It's not only calendar. There is powers inside and there is shapes, and with time, inshallah, you will understand.
260 days is called a galactic cycle.
It's a galactic cycle. Yes. So 260 days. When we finish them, at the same time, something in our galaxy finished. A cycle finished. So immediately, when your mind is tuned to the 260, your mind is tuned to the gods. You're receiving from you're with them now. You see how much power empowering this, and you are standing equal in front of any power. There is no power above you. When you are connected to the Maya, that's why it's very important. When you're connected to the Maya, there is no power above you. There is no one to scare you, because you have the qualities and the powers from the gods, the creators. Okay, the Honabku, what she said, Honabku, they. So there is this dot here, which marks the beginning of the beginning. Benta, please have a look. This is where we begin. It's red dragon, magnetic tune. This is the beginning. Okay. You see, magnetic red dragon. The wave spell number 1, and the seal number 1. So this is where we start the calendar, and we keep going down. Okay. Have a look. النقطة والريد دراجون، هذه الساين تبع الريد دراجون، السيل والتون. التونز جوا والسيلز على جنب. سو هيها رقم 1 ورقم 1. هون بنبلش ننزل نعد 13 يوم. 13 يوم بنخدم الأول. لبين ما تيجي النقطة الثانية اللي هي هون 14 ببلش الويف الثاني. بنرجع بنخدم هاي 13 يوم. So this is if you know it.
So it just did occur a question to me that I don't know why the galactic activation portals go in that pattern. I was wondering why that particular pattern, but then my mind suddenly went, actually, because if you add them all together, it's like a DNA thread.
Yes. Yeah, this is very advanced.
It's just my mind answered myself.
Yes. It's beautiful what you said. So the movement is like this, guys, in the Tzolk'in. So I want you to know how to read the Tzolk'in. It's very important. How to read the Tzolk'in. You start with the dot. Now, first of all, you need to understand this numerology, the way numbering. طريقة الترقيم هاي. Dot is number 1, 2 dots 2, 3 dots 3, 4 5. 5 dots is line. So line is number 5, and then line with dot above it is 6. Line with dot 2 dots 7, 8, 9 until 2 is 10. 2 lines is 10. Okay. And 2 lines with 1 is 11. 2 lines with 2 is 12. 2 lines with the 3 is 13, and this is the last day. The next dot is what?
1.
And it is what? The new wave spell. Thank you. So you were born on a dot day. And this is how you know. So the dots are the wave spell. This one, the dots represent this one. You see, dot, 2 dots, 3 dots, 4 dots, and the seals represent the seals. Okay. The seals are here. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 20 from the dragon to the sun, and the dots inside make 13 by 20, and you go. So this is the movement, like this until you finish here, and you start over here. This. So, exercise. If we want to look for Justina, how we find Justina inside this Tzolk'in? The day she was born. There's a calendar now. Let's use it as a calendar. And by the way, one thing, every element now, which is a combination of tune and the wave spell, inside it's called kin, K-I-N. So each one of us is a kin and has a number. Not only so, I am kin 33. Nice to meet you. I am a resonant Skywalker, kin 33, and this number has a meaning and has a mathematical thing. We will not go through this because it's another layer of knowledge.
I know what I think. Like go to the eagle and
Go to
then
the eagle.
to the first dot.
And look for the first dot, yes. Where's the eagle?
Yes,
This
there.
no, this is the this is the eagle.
Yes.
The first dot.
There.
So this one. You were born on this day, and it's kin 235. You were born on day number 235 in the Tzolk'in 260 days. Okay. Solar. How we find the solar? Solar. Which number?
It's
ten-
9.
I
I
want.
guess he said 9.
Wait. We will come back.
Yeah.
Abdullah. Abdullah is,
Abdullah is number two.
serpent number 2. So how many dots? 2 dots. Red serpent. We go to the red serpent, and then we go and find where is the 2 dots. بهذا الخط vertical. يعني the red serpent. The red serpent, guys, which is Abdullah here. Now we need to look where Abdullah was lunar, where the red serpent was lunar, because this is all the variation of the red serpent.
Okay.
This is all the variation of the blue hand. This is all the variation of the yellow star. So where the red serpent was lunar tune, you go and look for the 2 dots. 145, kin 145. This is his location, and this is important to know your location on the Tzolk'in. It's important to know because this Tzolk'in, as we said, there is a lot of things happening here. It's a transmitter. It's a transmitter of energy. This Tzolk'in is not only calendar.
Is 145 means that it's day number 145
45 of the
Okay.
260 of the 1320 frequency of the.
Yeah.
So it's like, what is your where is your location in this 1320 frequency?
Yeah.
It's something important. It's the
Yeah.
energetic signature of the. So
Yeah.
this is 145. And so on and so on. We can go to each sign and then look for the high. And if you want to see this sign when its wave spell will come, you just go to the sign. For example, tomorrow, Red Skywalker. Which one, Red Skywalker? This one is Red Skywalker. Okay. And you look for the dot tomorrow. This is where we will be tomorrow. Here. Today we are here. Yes? Tomorrow we will be here. So this is the Tzolk'in that what you asked in the beginning. You asked, after yellow sun we come to the dragon. No, after here you move, not there.
Yeah.
That one only for to explain the seals. But here the movement of the. This is the calendar. Here where you move. Our movement in time is here in the Tzolk'in. That's why it's very important. Now,
But how I find calendar?
red earth, solar, also. Yes, solar. It's 9.
It's 9, yeah.
Yeah, it's 9. Okay, we have
I
to do
can't
it.
remember my.
I cannot run from it. So 9
You're
is
13.
one line.
Yeah, but that's not my kin. That's
Ah.
not my kin.
Yeah, that's one.
You want to know your kin. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
just
start
saying
with
I can't
let's.
remember.
So it's one. 9 is one line.
Like this and 4 on the top.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. 5 and 4. So let's go to the red earth and find where is 5-4. Here. This is where you were born. 217. Kin 217. Red Skywalker. Your kin. You're kin 13. You're in the first column.
Right, because she was the wave of the red dragon.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you.
What?
It's like honey in my heart now. What you said. Thank you. She said because she was born in the red dragon, because she connected to the wave. Now, the Tzolk'in will help you to know where is your wave.
Yes.
Because after you find your location, for example, Sarah, cosmic, here, you go back to find where is the dot. And this dot is your wave
Your
spell.
wave.
This is how you know your wave spell if you don't have the application. So Sarah was born in kin 13. Go back until you find the dot. From this day, go back in time, day by day, until you find one dot. You understand? Come, it's very important. So this is where Sarah was born. In this day, Red Skywalker. In this day, she was born. Now we want to know her wave. Which wave? How you know her wave? We said the wave is the magnetic, the dot.
Wow.
So you go back in time until you find the dot.
But you go vertically.
Yes, you go back. This is the movement. Remember, this by heart. This is the movement. 1 to here, here.
Okay, so
here.
her wave spell would be this. One?
Yes, exactly. She go back in time until you reach the dragon, and this is number 1. And this is her wave. She's serving the dragon. And so on and so on. Yeah, do it. Warrior. Where's the warrior? This is the warrior. Which tune?
Right, I'm in a galactic
7. So
activation.
look for number 7. This is number 7.
Nice. Nice.
Where's number 7? 5.
It's
and
always
this is
like
number
this.
7.
Yeah, it's always
Yeah.
like this.
67.
Ah, 176?
176.
Yes.
So, okay, and if I want to go to the wave spell,
Go.
this
Yeah.
way,
Yes, exactly. You go back now.
so it will be this way.
Yes.
This is not one. This would be.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's the dog. You see? This is how you use the Zolkin. Anybody wants to do this exercise?
I want to ask you a question.
Is my kin 13 and my toes?
No. It's the synchronicity. It's a synchronicity because you were born in the first column.
Right. Okay.
It's a synchronicity.
Because you said 13, I thought, hang on, no, it's different from the other 13.
Yes,
So
yes,
it's
yes.
just
The
two
kin
things.
is different from the tune.
Right, yeah.
The tune is a layer of 13, of 1 to 13, but the kin is from 1 to 260. Is
The
another
location
layer.
of the 200.
But you have a synchronicity that kin 13 come in the first column and it's 13.
Yeah, as I say, it was just that's why I could only remember 113. And
Yes, yes. So we move on, guys.
Yeah, what does it mean if I was born in a galactic activation pulse?
So there is a shape that come to us from the mind. We don't know how. The shape that she was asking about in a green. This one that is green. These are activation galactic portals. GAP, we call it. These are multi-dimensional traveling agencies. These kins. Every kin that is in green
Yeah.
is like Sally. I don't know if you noticed, but you were
too.
born on 176 and it's green. That's why in your poem there is I am a galactic activation portal enter me, because you were born on a galactic activation portal day in a green. In the green. So these are a multi-dimensional portal, imagine them, outside the Tzolk'in.
So all greens are.
All greens are gaps,
behind the
GAP.
green door.
So they kind of bring knowledge from outside, even this frequency, even from the fourth. This is, let's say, the fourth dimensional frequency. Okay, a fourth dimensional consciousness created this, but the greens are their connection to the fifth and beyond portals. So because it's not, we cannot be disconnected from other dimensions. So these are the connection with higher dimensions, with higher consciousness.
And if I was born in a day like this, how does it?
My experience with people, again, time is art and it's your art. Everybody can interpret it differently. My experience and observation with people who's connected to this, they all have a kind of extra layer of power other than the ones that's mentioned here. They always bring something from outside this three qualities or the poem, let's say, or they bring something new. They add a new something for all of this. They can have something like powers, like kind of mystic powers, or higher knowledge. They bring sometimes. They are a little bit weird. Yani, in this sense, there is a little bit weirdness in them in this sense. So I have to keep going. الجلاكتيك activation portals اللي انولد بيوم بيوم أخضر. And yes, it has the shape of DNA, and they are also symmetric. And the line in the middle, this is extra info just for your amusement. Yani. The line in the middle is a beam of light. When we reach to the line of the middle, these days are powerful days. Powerful days to connect to something we call the fifth force. So this is an energetic movement, guys. Hon, we are building energy in these days. Yes. It's not just happening, we are building. There is a building of energy. And through this building of energy, when we reach to the column of the middle, it's like a spike of light comes out from the planet and all people participating, and it's this spike of light. And this spike of light is multidimensional. It's like kind of a journey outside everything we know. Every year is something new. every Tzolk'in round, every galactic cycle, it's bring us something new. So who have the privilege of this knowledge can connect to this column. When this column come, I experience it. Every day is significant. Every day is bringing you new aha, new understanding, new healing, new something, new emotions rise maybe in this day.
But this is like a whole line.
A whole line,
It's
Yeah,
because
20.
it's a 20
Wow.
days.
20
20 days,
days.
yes.
So
What?
where are we from then?
We are in Kin. We are in Kin Yellow Sun Wave. We are in here, so we still have a lot of time to reach
Yeah.
the middle.
But I didn't quite get really the meaning of the different kins, that each of us have a kin.
Yes,
What does that
Think of it
say
like
with this
Capricorn.
number?
Think
this
of it like
number
the
is a
stars.
mathematical.
217.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
number is a mathematical. There is logical and there is abstractual way of perception the knowledge of the Maya. What I'm doing is the abstractual only. I'm not doing the logical. If I want to do the logical, we need another workshop. To see this can be seen in many ways to explain it. I am doing the abstract, which is time is art, but there is also time is mathematics. And here where comes the you start to see the synchronicities through the mathematics, through numbers. What does it mean? She's a kin 13 and she was born in 13. What does it mean I am kin 33? What is 33? 3 and 3 is 6. Which one is 6? Which one is 6? Which tune is 6? And I go this direction, you see? I start to go through numbers. And on this way, I start to catch more synchronicities. But this is the logic type. We're not doing it.
Okay, so.
But I just wanted for you to know now, you are a kin inside this Tzolk'in and how to find it. This is enough for now.
So
But then I am 10 if you add the numbers.
Yes, and then you can go from there. But we're not going there now. It's
Okay.
the logic part. We will
Okay.
we will finish the abstract, which is colors, powers,
Okay.
movement, art.
Which wave spell is the middle line?
No, it's not the right question,
Okay.
because the wave spell is where the dot is. It's the wave spell is not. These are not wave spells. It's only where the dot is a start of a wave spell.
Like there are done two.
It can be 2, 3. I don't know. I didn't think about it, but inside this, there is a wave spell of the monkey here, which is in the middle. This is a very sacred day, by the way. This is a very important day. It has something.
And before is the mirror, I
And
think.
before is not mirror. Wait, is the human.
No, you need to go one
Ah,
to the
no, sorry.
right.
Is
Down,
واحد،
down, down,
اثنين، ثلاثة،
down,
أربعة،
down,
خمسة،
down,
ستة.
down.
mirror. Yes. Excuse me. Yes, it's the mirror. Yeah, but anyway. Also, one more thing. When we come to this green, whole bunch of greens, it will be many galactic activation portal behind
One
each
after
other,
the
which
other.
means brace yourselves. when you connect to the Maya, brace yourselves. When you come to this line of greens here and here on the other sides, it's every day is a galactic activation portal and accumulating for the next day. So it's a huge opportunity of multidimensional travel and knowledge. It's tiring. Usually, it's tiring for the body. The body is tired these days, and some people cannot continue. So we go back to the inorganic, the machine. You go out from this. You cannot handle it. But if you keep going and be patient with the knowledge and commit, then the galactic activation portal after each other will bring you something new, bring you transformation for sure.
Because it will lead you to the line.
Because it's a preparation for the line, and after the line you come back to the same process. It's a multi-dimensional travel. It can be something very interesting, and I will leave it to you to experience it. So the kin is a galactic enzyme. الانزيمات اللي بجسمنا احنا we as humans are enzymes for the galaxy. So the kin is enzyme kind of, and there is 260 enzyme like we have in our body hormones and enzymes. For the galaxy we have 260 enzyme, and each kin is connected to one enzyme, one function, one kind of signature. Okay, and they are interdimensional code of existence. Okay, now the hard part finished, which is the structure, which is to understand the structure. Now I will go through these more layers of knowledge about the calendar, only the calendar. I will not go too much details, and we will finish for this, which we didn't finish, but we will finish for the big part. Now I want you to understand that this Tzolk'in is not the lunar calendar. Okay, guys, it's different. The lunar calendar is how many days?
It's 365.
Each month, but the whole year
365.
364
Plus one.
plus 1 day out of time. This is the lunar calendar. هاي السنة القمرية. Tzolk'in is a 260, and here people confuse all the time. What is 260? But you said the calendar is 364. So the year is not one galactic round. The lunar year on Earth is one and a little galactic cycle. Got it? So don't confuse. The lunar year is 364, and this is the lunar year. This is the lunar year. 13 months, not 13 tune, 13 lunar month, and each month is 28 days. It's different story. This, what the Mayan did is they synchronize the galactic cycles with Mother Earth, with the moon. The moon is not everything, huh? The moon is just for Earth, to make the timing of Earth. But the Tzolk'in is a higher power, a higher knowledge, a frequency that put them together. The time of Mother Earth ship and the galaxy. So it's very important to understand this, not to confuse. So we are now in one of these months and one of these days in this calendar. But, big but, there is a synchronicity now between these two calendars. These two calendars can be also applied to the wave spell. And this is synchronicity. Now things will get confusing a little bit. Focus with me. If you take the 13 month of the moon, and each month is 28 days, you can say it's a 13 day in the wave spell. Which means the moon, you remember yesterday what I told you about the wave spell? You can apply it in any area of your life. You can apply it into your business. You can make a project. I want to go to Sinai for 13 days. The wave spell is a code, mystic code ruhani. We don't know where it's coming from. And this mystic code can take the 13 months. The colors now. We said always there is this order: red, white, blue, yellow. It's also 1 month is red, 1 month is blue, white, 1 month is blue, 1 month is yellow. Again, red, white, blue, yellow, red, white, blue, yellow, and this. So now we are in one of these colors. Also, another layer, we have weeks, and each week has color. So 1 week is red, 1 week is white, 1 week is blue, 1 week is yellow, and keep going. You can apply this knowledge, that the basics that we talked about up to this moment, you can apply it wherever you want to go in order. And it's applied on the lunar calendar. And it's important to see this application on the lunar calendar. And it's important to understand there is the lunar calendar and there is the Tzolk'in. There is a location in the frequency of the Tzolk'in, and there is the location of the lunar calendar that exists in Islam and Judaism and whatever, wherever. Huh? So the lunar calendar, we will go through the lunar calendar. Now, confused or fine? Confused, yeah, expected. So the lunar calendars is different than the Tzolk'in. The Tzolk'in is imprinting codes, frequencies, days, but another layer. Yeah, always imagine layers of knowledge. Another layer go along with is called the lunar calendar. Like today, we have a lunar. We're in one of these months. When we open the app tell you today, 13 more calendar. We are in the spectral moon. Spectral is which one? Spectral is which one? This one? Yes. 10, 11. 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 11. We are in this moon. So, in the lunar calendar, we are in the number 11th moon. This is normal. This, forget about the Maya now. Go to like our month. We are in which month now in the Gregorian calendar? In the 5th, in May. Yes? In the lunar calendar, we are in the 11th. You see? Now we're talking about lunar calendar, not Maya. But it's important because it's the sync point. Clear? Just this for now. Okay. And it has a name. Because it's 11, now we go to the Maya. 11 in the Maya is 2 and dot. And it's the spectral tone.
Okay.
So we give it a name of a spectral. It's not May, it's a spectral. We apply the knowledge of the Maya on the lunar calendar to sync it. Please tell me you understand. Yes? We apply the knowledge of the Maya on the lunar calendar. So it's no longer called Sha'ban, Ramadan, May, July. It's called spectral. We tune our lunar calendar to make it meet the Maya.
So this May it's 11.
We are in the 11th, yes.
And what's the name of this?
It has a name. It's called spectral moon.
Spectral.
For now, it has another
Yeah, I was gonna
Because
say,
in the
what's
tones,
what's
the
full name
11th
of this moon?
spectral serpent moon. But I don't want to confuse more. It's spectral moon. It's the moon number 11.
Because the 11th tone is the spectral tone.
Yes.
Okay.
We take the knowledge from
From
from before.
From the 13 tones.
Yes. Up to this point, we finished.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you finished. You understand the law of time. Finished the law of time. Now let's take this knowledge and apply it to our planet here. What's going on our planet? We need a calendar, which is a 364 days plus 1 day out of time. We need an official calendar. We take this knowledge and apply it to our calendar. Our calendar should be lunar, not solar. We agreed on this yesterday. So, the lunar calendar is 13 months. Each month is 28 days. Each month is 4 weeks. Each week is 7 days. This is the lunar calendar. It's not the Mayan. And
What about the 1 day?
yes, I'm coming. And the year starts always in 2000 and whatever. Yes, so it's a calendar, normal calendar. Now we are in the 11th month, which means we have 1 more month, two more months, and we start a new year, which is 226 of. Please say
Sorry.
when the new year will start of the lunar calendar.
26th of July.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. 26th of July.
Because my birthday is always on the last. I know it because my birthday is always on the last.
25.
Day. 24. And then 25 is the day out
The
of
day
time.
out of time
26th of July.
is the beginning of the lunar calendar. This is a mapping of the just to map it on the solar. It's not. We don't care
Yeah.
about the solar, but because
It's
everybody
just a way to remember it.
to remember it. Yes, a way to remember it. So the year will finish on 24. 25 we take a break from time, no more time, just celebration. 26 we start a new year. We happy new year each other on 26th of July. This is the lunar. This is the lunar calendar.
after my
So now we are in the
birthday.
11th month. We have 2 more months to finish the year. But we are in a location in the Tzolk'in at the same time. We're still moving here. So the new year will come here. Next year will come here. Next year will come here. The new year. Doesn't matter. It will always be mapped on the Tzolk'in. So the Tzolk'in doesn't stop. There is no day out of Tzolk'in. The Tzolk'in keep moving.
Keeps
This is
on-
very important. There is no day out of Tzolk'in. There is day out of time. The day out of time has a location in the Tzolk'in. Has a seal, can be a red monkey, a red serpent spectre.
But it will change every year, the location of
Yes.
the Tolkien.
This is why it's changing. Why it's changing? Because there is 1 day out of time. Because there is 1 day that we don't count on the lunar calendar, and this count, which means every year has a different signature, different energy. That's why it's very important the knowledge of the law of time, because every year has a new color, a new frequency, a new smell, a new tone, a new experience. It's always evolving. It's not moving in circles. What we talked yesterday, you know now what's
Yeah, that
going?
is like, yeah.
The calendar each year having new signature from the Tzolk'in.
This year we are in White Wizard, right?
Say again.
Like this year, we are surfing the White Wizard.
Yes! Wow! Suddenly you understand everything. Wow, yes. Because on the 26th of July 2019, we were in the Wizard. So the whole year it's called the Wizard year. So now we can add a new layer of knowledge. I am Red Resonant Skywalker of the Blue Hand, born in the year of the Wizard. Which means I serve the wave and I serve the Wizard of the year, which is the ruler of the rulers. And there is also 13-day cycle, which is rural, and it's fractals of knowledge. We will keep going in this. We'll keep adding more and more layers of knowledge until we create a scenario. This is how creation goes. Simply. This is how creator creates. It's just adding layers from 13, 20 knowledge codes.
And do we go in sequence for the years? Like after what is out after White?
Yeah, if you start to see each year what is this, we are actually moving between four locations in the Tzolk'in only, which is a synchronicity. Like, we don't know why, but the Tzolk'in with the lunar calendar are synchronized. So the Wizard comes every 4 years. The Wizard again. It's a synchronicity.
So
It's not a rule.
2019 was Wizard.
Yes, last one was Wizard. Next year will be Storm.
But now we are in
The Wizard.
20.
No, we are. This is the solar. Don't confuse. And 20. Okay, guys, this sentence will make it clear.
Yeah, okay.
And 26th of July 2019
Yeah.
on the solar, on the Gregorian, El Miladi, 26th July 2019 is 1/1 in the lunar calendar. I don't know which year, 19 something. Is a 1/1 is the first day of the lunar calendar, and happened to be in the Wizard, in the magnetic Wizard, actually here. Okay.
And what are
3
the
layers.
What are the 4 signs that goes? Wizard, Storm.
Wizard, the Storm, something, and we keep repeating. So we jump here, like we jump here. But what I want to know now, that please tell me that you understand what is the lunar calendar. Please say yes. You understand. What's the lunar calendar? You got it? It's kind of 13 moons. But I know the number is now confused. 13 wave spell, 13 moons. You will get it with time, don't worry. So anyway, the lunar calendar is 28 days. Each day is 1 week, and each week also now we start to apply the knowledge from before. We put it here inside. the knowledge, and now 1 week is red, 2 weeks. So let's do exercise. We are in a spectral moon, which is moon number 11. Which one? 11. This one. We are in week number 3, which is a blue week. We are in day number 19, which is the 6th day of the week. Like today is the Thursday, let's say, in the lunar calendar, okay? And yes, this is it. So why is this important? Why I bring this lunar calendar and why I put the knowledge? Because the knowledge of the law of time applies here. Like the spectral applies here. So this month have the spectral qualities, really. The 3 words of the spectral. The whole month, the 28th day has spectral. So you can add layer of knowledge. Also, it's a blue week, which means this week we are transforming another layer of knowledge. We are, yes, today is a yellow human, but it's in a blue week, which means there is also transformation in the background. Healing in the background this week happening. You see? Layers and layers of knowledge to create a story in the end of the day. It's not 1 or 2 or 3 things. It's a million of things we can keep adding. I'm giving you the most important now only. It's the big, the most powerful forces of the day. And the 11th, if we take this and apply it on the wave spell, just as application, the 11th is here, is a blue month, which means this whole month we are transforming. That's why maybe it's a little bit challenging month. Next month will be yellow. It will be more fruitful. it will be more fruits, which is in 1 week, in 8 days. So this is another layer of knowledge, Justina. This is another more details using colors and tones to apply it on the lunar calendar so we can gain more information and make story of life of every day. Okay. The week of the day, this is 1 month, 28 days. Okay guys, 4 weeks, each week 7 days, fixed for 13 months. Now, each day has a name. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Daddy, Dudu, the same. Dali, Sili, Gamma, Kali, Alpha, Yun, Limo, Silio. This is the names. Always. And today we are in Limi. We are in Alpha. And these days of the weeks correspond to one of our chakra system. And here where the chakra system comes and find its place in the Maya also. Because the Maya applies on the body also. And this is another layer of knowledge now. And today is Alpha, and Alpha is in the throat center. And today is about expression and the throat. Tomorrow we will go to Limi, and Limi is the solar plexus, emotion, willpower, all this kind of stuff. We will be working with this chakra. And all the week we are moving in these chakras. So this is another layer of knowledge. You can add to the day another layer of knowledge. You go along with me? Can you grasp it now? So, and it's a blue, so it's a transforming the throat chakra. You know, we will do one exercise. I will make a scenario of the day, my own scenario.
Yes.
You will do exercise, and you will bring your own scenario of the day through all these layers of knowledge. We will do exercise, and it will be much more clear when the exercise comes. So I will move on. Also, we have seasons like spring, summer, we have seasons also, and the seasons is every 65 days is called the season. But the season is not from the moon calendar, is from the Tzolk'in. But anyway, we have seasons. We have 4 seasons: serpent, dog, hand, sun. 4 seasons. And this is another layer. Now we are in, I think, in the dog season.
What were the others? Dog season? And the others?
Serpent, dog, hand, sun. Serpent, dog, hand, sun. Okay. Okay. Now I want to take the human body and tell you where we can apply this law of time knowledge. The first knowledge that we talked about for yesterday and little from today, where we can apply it on the body. So this is called the planetary and the human holon. Holon means simply the part and the whole. It's like we are the expression of God and God itself. You know, like we are the part and the whole. It's not or. So holon means part of the whole and the whole itself. So human holon means the human has all this knowledge in their body. All this knowledge. We have the 20 seals in our body. And we have the 13 tune in our body. Okay guys? We have the 13 tune in our body, and we have the 20 seals in our body. The 20 seals is 10 fingers, 10 toes. And each finger and each toe correspond to one of the seal. For example, this one is the dog. And this toe is the serpent. Here. Sometimes you hit your finger, for example, and you ask yourself, what's the serpent trying to tell me today? Also, each 5, because there are 5, 5, 5, 5, each 5 makes something we call a clan. They work together. And this 5 and this 5 and this 5 is 5. This is fire clan, truth clan, blood clan, sky clan. We're playing here, We're making more layers of knowledge. And each clan has knowledge, we can talk about it. I don't want to talk now about it. Now, this is the seals, 2020. Now what about the tunes? The tunes also exist in our body, the 13 tune. Magnetic, lunar, exist in our body. For example, The seventh tune, me and you, the resonation tune exists in the throat. It has a location in the throat. So if you want to work on your resonation tune, empower your channel, inspiring attunement, these are 3 words. If you want to empower them, you need to work with your throat. That's why we talked yesterday, sing and find your tune and listen to yourself, and it's all here to empower your tune. Solar, for example, 9 is existing in the left arm, here,
Elbow.
in the elbow. So you have something about this, here is the tune of this. And from there you can go, whatever, you know.
Can I add?
The magnetic is in the here, in this ankle, the magnetic tune. So, what I'm trying to say is, the body holds the Tzolk'in inside of it. The body holds the 13, 20 inside of it. 20, 13, and these 13 we call them the meridians. We have 13 meridian in the body, and in the Kabbalah we have 13 meridian. In the human design we have 13 also channel. And
13 joints also, right?
and joints, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 joints up to here. 13 main joints in the body. So this is another layer of knowledge. Another layer of knowledge. Let's take the 20 seals, apply them on the planet. And our planet is zones. And each zone is ruled by one of these 20 seals. So our zone in Sinai is ruled by the dragon. So if you want to heal Sinai, guys, stay with me. Here is something very, very important. Here where you start to use this knowledge to heal the planet. Here what they are doing in the communities that is advanced in the law of time, and we will join them one day. These 20 are on the continents, بالقارات موزعين, and each one has power. So our area is ruled by the dragon. Sinai is ruled by the dragon. The birth. So if you want to heal this area, we all come and meditate for the dragon. When the dragon day come, we can do any scenario. When the dragon day come, we do meditation for the dragon to empower this area, and we send the healing pulse for this area. It's called the healing pulse, like the pulse we made yesterday. So it can be applied like this also. And the dragon also is working with another. There is also another مع خطوط العرض وخطوط الطول, the meridians of the earth. So the dragon is also connected to meridian. So people in the we call whoever living in, for example, in the United States, because it's the blue monkey, and we tell them you are with us on the same line. So we are doing meditation. Please do with us because on the same line. If they do meditation, it will impact us the most out of all. So another application of knowledge. Last thing, last slide, the destiny oracle. Now, everyone is born, has a destiny, which is your sign. Red, resonant Skywalker. But you are surrounded always by 4 forces. You are in the middle and you're surrounded by 4 forces. These 4 forces are the forces that support and work with you all your life. The one to your right is called the support, the analog. The one above you is called the guide, your higher self. The one to the left is called antipode, your challenge. The one under you is called the occult, the hidden power. The power that is hidden from you. So this is called a destiny oracle. This is your destiny, and these people are always with you on your life, these powers, as codes that you can access and use and add one layer to the knowledge of who you are. So, you are a red Skywalker, for example. I am a red Skywalker. Resonating tone. Okay? in the wave spell of the blue hand. I want to know more about myself. First thing I do if I want to know more about self, all more than what I said, the poem and in which wave spell I was born, I go to the destiny. This is the most.
year you were born in, under.
Also, you can add this, but the most important knowledge of yourself individually. We're talking about you now, individually, not planetary, not calendary wise, not the energy of the day. We're back to the human, to your signature. If you want to know more about yourself, go look for the 4 forces around you. If you want to know more about the day, go and look which is the 4 forces around the day. What is the challenge of today? For example, today is a human, yellow human. What is the challenge of the day? You go and look to the left of the calendar. What's the challenge of today? I know actually. Is the wind. So, whose wind here? Noah. Noah is challenging the day today. Or the day is challenging Noah.
So left is always the
Always the challenge. It's called antipode. Challenging strengthening power. The power that challenge you and strengthen you. To the right is the support, the lover energy Umizu used to call it, which is the energy that is naturally come to you in life. You don't work for it. It's next to you in the background, supporting you all your life. The one to your right. The one above you is your higher self, your guide. The one that keeps sending you messages from time to time, inspiring you, telling you what to do, your higher self. الأنا الأعلى تبعه. And the one under you is your subconscious. It's what hidden. You don't get it, but it is the thing that after time you realize that there was a power working for you. You get it's a hidden power. It's a power that you understand it later in time when you move into a cycle, and then it tells you something. And one more thing, that there is movement. There is a clock here, and it's moving in this direction.
The opposite of the clock.
And anti-clockwise. And if you want to apply this not on the individual, on the day starts here in the east. This is the east, always fixed. East, north, west, south, and this is how we move. So the sun comes from the east. Go look what is the energy of the east. So, for example, this is today, okay? When we were, and each one is from 12 to 6, okay? From 0 to 6. So this is the time. This is the time from 12 o'clock midnight to 6 in the morning. This is the energy that is dominating. It's a yellow human, yes, okay? The middle always there. The middle always there. But in clocks, it can be one more layer of information. So we are now in the yellow human. Which one you expect we are in this direction? This is 12 to 6, 12 to 6, 6 to 12, 12 to 6, 6 to 12. So which clock we are now? What time is it now?
Bottom one, 7.
It's 7, which means which one we are?
We are in the moon.
The challenge, antipode.
قبل
No,
ساعة
well-
كنا in the challenge. Now
In the hidden power.
the hidden power. Now in the occult. We are here, which is the red moon. So if you want to understand the energy of now, it's a yellow human and red moon together, serving the wave spell of the sun. It's all together. But slowly, it's yellow human, red moon now. And red moon is about emotion and purification and going with the flow. So this will be our night today. Probably some of us will deal with emotions, probably some of us deal with them before, but it was hidden in the down. It was always this powers, by the way, guys, it's always there. All the day they are there. But when we are in their time, it's more on the foreground. Remember the fractal thing. They are always there, but they come and go. You know, they are in the background, but now it's in the foreground. Now it's step in. Now it's the most affecting power. Let's say it's the most affecting now. the red moon. Ask me or I will feel that nobody understand anything.
I'm noticing something.
Yes.
But I'm noticing that these days, for a long time now, I don't prefer the time of the starting 12 till 6.
12 till
Starting the morning till the night. Like that time is always hard.
the challenge.
It is the challenge.
It's the challenge of the day. It's where we work. It's where we need to work. It's
Though
the good time to
yellow
work.
sun, it's supposed that you be taking like knowledge from the sun, be in the sun more,
Yes.
but I don't like that.
Yes,
time.
me too. It's the same. For me, the challenge is really the challenge.
Shouldn't it be? Okay.
From
Guys,
12
I'm
to
wondering if we could continue the conversation over dinner because I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, we finished. We finished anyway. Khalas, that's it. I just want to the Destiny Oracle to make sure everybody understood it.
But-
With Destiny, we all talk about it. Most of us know it, but I'm just grounding it more. So Noah, what you were talking?
We can talk about it later, but I'm just wondering why it goes by 12 to 6, 6 to 12, and not
4
by-
quarters.
Yeah, but why doesn't it start with the sunrise? Because it goes by machine time, 12 to 6,
صح.
and not by the natural time that
It
is
is.
when the
It
sunrise.
is like this. I just said it to make it 4 quarters and easy to understand. But in truth, it is sunrise, dusk to dawn, dawn to I don't know how to call it.
Okay.
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 So sunrise. Sunrise is when we start the guide.
Okay.
Before sunrise, when we sleep,
Okay.
like the time where around midnight.
Okay.
From midnight to sunrise, it's the analog. It's the
Okay.
lover energy. So you sleep with the lover.
Okay.
Thanks God. You sleep with the support energy.
Okay.
This is the lover energy you
Okay.
sleep with. Then you wake up with the guide.
Okay.
After sunrise, you wake up always imagine when you wake up, look to the guide energy to understand what's going in you. Look to the energy of the day generally, which is the destiny inside in the middle, but look to the guide when you wake up and read the 3 words of the guide. See them. And then you will have a guidance about your day and make you more intelligent, will make you more ready for the day, okay? And then you will live it until midday. From midday, the challenge starts, and you will know what is the challenge. After the sunset, the occult starts, which is the fruit of the day. Something that was hidden from us all the day. What was hidden from us all day today was the red moon, the emotions. Like we were all dealing with some emotions, but it was not clear until the sun go down, it come to the surface, and now we are dealing with it. Kind of. This is what was going. It was an emotional day in the end. The hidden power of the day. So these are layer of knowledge, and this is the movement. Please remember them. They have also tunes here. Each one has a tune, but we will not go through this now. It's too much. I was putting some examples, but we will not go through them. We can talk about them later. But I think it's good enough what we.
Thank you, Tal.
Thank you
Wow.
so much. Thank you.
So, how much did you understand from today's sessions, guys? Like, was it so much confusing? Because was
No, I understood
No,
almost everything.
yeah.
it
just have to digest it.
digest?
Yes,
Yeah, but
it's-
it was not so much confusing, huh?
No,